Paul, what do you think of Connor's start tonight?
I thought Connor was really good. I was just telling him how proud I was of him because he had 3 infield hits. You know, it's a lot of times a pitcher gets frustrated because you're making good pitches. I mean, one of them was hit hard. Scobie made a great play on the dive for the ball, but the other 2 were just, good pitches, and they ended up getting infield singles because their team can really run. And Connor didn't get frustrated. He just kept making good pitches. He did a tremendous job. He threw strikes. There's no defense against the base on balls. That's what we say all the time. Throw the ball over the plate, you got a chance to get people out, and that's what Ciccoli is. He's a strike thrower. He mixes his pitches. He did a tremendous job, and honestly, we badly needed it, having 2 midweek games and a little bit thin in the bullpen. We have 3 or 4 guys that are down. So he really did a tremendous job for us.
And Paul, you mentioned not getting frustrated. He gives up a home run on the first batter. How many times can you see a pitcher just automatically flush that and get back to the business?
Yeah, well, he gives up a home run on the second pitch of the game and then gives up 3 infield singles all within the first 25 pitches of the game, I'm sure. And it just takes a tremendous poise and composure by a young man to be able to overcome those kind of things. I've seen it happen 1,000 times, where a kid gets all flustered, he starts, why me attitude, and it gets worse. He rose above it all and did a tremendous job.
Coming off last weekend, how'd you feel about the offensive performance tonight?
Wow, I thought it was, we worked so hard yesterday at practice with challenging the hitters, and we had a pretty good drill that we worked on yesterday for having players hitting with the guys in scoring position, and we put a lot of pressure on them. And I thought they responded well in the drill yesterday. And then I tell you, we hit an awful lot of balls hard, I thought, with guys in scoring position tonight. And it was really great to see. A couple of the outs, like Lizama's line drive and even Harmon's hard ground ball to second base with 2 outs. And, they hit those balls hard. Once the ball leaves the bat, you can't control what happens unless you've hit it over the fence, So if it's caught or it's right at somebody or they make a great play, you got to be proud of yourself, because if you hit balls hard, and especially with runners in scoring position, low line drives instead of lazy, easy fly balls or weak ground balls, then sooner or later they're going to fall for you, and that happened for us tonight. I was really, really proud of the guys. And even though Scobie's wasn't with the guy on base, for him to deal with what happened the other day, the way the game ended, and, I was worried about him. He might be tripping over his lip a little bit, pouting and, feeling sorry for himself. But he didn't. He played a really solid game tonight and hit that home run at the end. So, you can't do anything about the past. All you can do is go forward. And I think Scobie showed a lot of character tonight.
Paul, who do you like pitching tomorrow against?
Bradley Hodges is going to start for us tomorrow.
Was he supposed to start tonight?
He was, but he hadn't been pitching well, so I scratched him from the start, and I thought Ciccoli would give us a better chance tonight. And but then, I had a pretty honest conversation, I guess is the way you would say it, with Bradley. And to his credit, he took a lot of responsibility. They hadn't been pitching well in the preseason, and he took it like a man. But then, he threw a really good bullpen session on Sunday. And I think he's ready to turn the corner, and Coach, let's hope he does.
Speaking about that honesty, how did you feel the team responded to your challenge or your assessment that they looked tired in the last game and bounce back here?
Well, I told them, we're going to enjoy this drive home, and then we're going to turn the page. I'm not making excuses for them anymore. It's not going to be because they're tired. We need to go out tomorrow night and play with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. I was just really, I was disappointed. We had such a nice crowd at the game Saturday, and they were just waiting to have fun and explode, and we just never gave them a reason to. And I never used the word embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed because, it just happens sometimes. But we got to get some adrenaline and realize that each day is a new day. And we didn't turn the page quickly enough from last Friday night to Saturday, and I'm pretty confident that tomorrow will be different.
You don't have a doubleheader, but playing 5 games this week. Is there anything from your point of view that you'll change about how you kind of manage the roster?
We're good. A couple of different guys will play tomorrow night again. I don't know what I'm going to do with the catching. I wanted to catch more tomorrow night, but he's had that off season or last fall knee surgery, and he fortunately got to run the bases a lot today, and I think it was a little bit sore, so I'm not sure I'll be able to catch him tomorrow. So I don't know if it'll be Talmadge or if it'll be Gavin Braylon. I'll think about it during the drive home. But yeah, I mean, 5 games in 6 days, a lot of baseball, particularly on your pitching staff. So I thought our pitching staff really did another great job. Not just Chiccoli, but the guys coming in out of the bullpen did a good job and saved a couple of guys for us for tomorrow night. And hopefully we'll have enough to get through tomorrow night.
Yeah, how important was it to get that 5th inning out of counter since, over the weekend, the Stars at most got 4 innings?
I honestly, Jack, I was kind of tempted to let him go another inning. He was only at 62 or 3 pitches, but we've been kind of drawing the line at 70 pitches, and I didn't want to bring in somebody in a jam. I just wanted to give somebody a clean inning to start with. And, Foster struggled a little bit right out of the gate with his command, but then he regrouped and was able to, get the zone. He got a big double play ball and giving us 5. I didn't want to get greedy. Chiccoli did a great job giving us 5. So, it was time to turn the page. And it's a good confidence builder for him as well. I wanted it to finish on a positive note.